Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Shadowcast. Today we're going to take a look at Lamplight City. I don't know too much about it. It is one of those games that I was given, and I prefer to go into those blind for the most part. So we'll go ahead and get started and see what we're getting ourselves into today. Eventually. Rough night, wake up, sunshine. Bill, wake up, the carriage is on fire.
Rough night?
Bit too much Bollingworth ale is all. That stuff really creeps up on you.
Sorry I couldn't join you, but I was long overdue for a quiet night in with Addie.
That's fine. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Hell, maybe Adelaide can even join us. It's been ages since she last drank me under the table.
Afraid she mostly sticks to tea these days.
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing.
Relatable. Captain Snelling is going to notice one of these days.
Bill, one of these days Snelling's gonna notice.
No, he won't. Why do you think they put him behind a desk? The man couldn't find his own backside with a pair of pliers and a lantern.
Very funny. Anyway, it's a burglary
Wait,
at the
you'd need a
Heidelberg
mirror.
flower shop.
A burglary, eh? How dull. At least we'll have enough time to get a drink afterwards.
You seem awfully certain of that.
I am. In fact, I'd bet the devil my head that we're done within the hour.
Well, the devil's gonna be disappointed that his winnings are so meager.
Ooh, burn!
Ah, we've arrived. After you, Bill.
The city of New Bretagne, borough of Chaldemondelli. I'm sorry, I don't speak this language.
Thank you. Keep the change.
There's a Zeppelin.
And so, our night of excitement begins.
You, more than anyone else, should know that there's rarely a dull night in Chumley.
I have a feeling tonight
Chumley,
will be the
okay.
exception. Until we get to the pub, that is.
It's not a real
Keep your
word.
mind on the case, Bill. Now let's get a move on.
What is up with these languages that add random letters in there? There was a D in that, and it wasn't pronounced. Alright, left click to interact with objects. Alright, so...
Looks like they've had some trouble with vandalism.
Pretty much every business in this part of town has.
there's just a random guy.
He's just pacing back and forth, muttering to himself.
Probably one of the patients from Riverview. Seems like there's more of them on the streets than in the asylum these days.
I can't believe that thing made it all the way across the Atlantic in less than a week.
Don't scoff at the future, Miles. Pretty soon, we'll all be riding those things to work.
We're gonna all be
Especially
riding
since
Zeppelins to
Harold is
work?
their big celebrity passenger.
Alright. Heidelberg Flower Shop, 725.
Come on, Bill.
Let's go on in. Fuck it.
Charming little place, isn't it?
Charming, but empty. We need to find the owner.
Always so to the point, Fordham. If ever there was a better time to stop and smell the flowers.
I think I'll leave that to you, Bill.
With my allergies? Hardly.
Not too many left. Seems business isn't so bad around here.
Well, you know what they say. There are only three certainties in life. Death, taxes, and people taking advantage of sales.
Alright. Casebook. I do like the setup. Like, I appreciate the setup. I like the artwork.
This is quite the selection. Come over here and take a whiff, Bill.
Sure. If you don't
Definitely
mind
get that
getting
old
sun
school
all over it,
16-bit
Oh,
feel,
yeah, not
but...
the Myers case all over again. On second thought, you can just stay over there.
Winter. Okay.
Plants hanging on hooks. Nice space-saving method.
Ooh,
I'd
space
probably bang
saving.
my head against them constantly if I had them in my apartment.
Belle? That worked.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. I must say you caught me by surprise. I was preparing to close soon. May I help you find anything?
I thought you were
The
broken
flowers
into.
in the center display are half price this week, and I have a special on chrysanthemums today. Or perhaps a custom bouquet for the special ladies in your lives?
We
I
gay.
have no need myself, but Adelaide would appreciate a little something. Eh, Miles? Those peonies in the corner look nice.
That's my
I'm afraid
baby.
we're not here as customers tonight, ma'am. We'd like to have a word with the proprietor. Is he in?
I see. I'm Cecilia Handbook, and this is my shop. What can I do this time, either?
It was made anonymously. But are you saying this isn't the first time it's happened?
Correct. It's happened 3 times. But considering the police hardly care about the daily muggings and vandalisms around here, I didn't think they would be interested in something so trivial.
Well, we're here now, and we'll do all we can to help you.
We'll have to see about that.
If you
Wow.
wouldn't mind, Mrs. Handbrook, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Very well, detective.
Very well done. All right. Burglaries?
Could you give me the details concerning the burglaries?
About 3 weeks ago on Monday, I noticed that my order of Easter lilies was missing. At first, I thought nothing of it. Most of 2 orders of lilies. Last Friday, it happened yet again. The lilies were missing, and there was payment for 1 order on the counter. I believe that someone has been breaking into my shop after hours, taking the lilies, and leaving money behind.
Oh.
How unusual.
Is it a burglary then, if they're technically paying?
Have you noticed any suspicious characters lurking around?
Detective Fordham, this is Chumley. You can't throw a stone without hitting a suspicious character. And if you've noticed,
They pronounce it Chumley, and there's a D in it.
Thrown around quite a bit in this neighborhood. If you're looking for trouble, you're far more likely to find it out there than in here.
I meant if you'd seen anyone out of the ordinary near your shop.
Only the 2 men from the police who entered it tonight. That is most definitely out of the ordinary.
My goodness, she is such a bitch. Ugh, the only thing out of the order is the police showing up. First of all, you old white bitch.
Have you found any evidence of a break-in?
No, the front door is always locked. My assistant Trevor and I are the only ones with the key.
Are there any other points of access to the building?
The upstairs windows, I suppose, but I make sure to keep them locked, and neither of them have been broken.
Would you allow us to have a look upstairs?
Is that really necessary? I was just about to close up the shop.
It won't take but a moment.
Fine, I suppose you may, but please, don't dally too long.
Really? Like, you called us for a burglary, you bitch that we don't show up, and then when we do show up, you bitch about us trying to investigate. I can't even. Alright, payment?
So this burglar has been paying for the stolen goods?
That would appear to be the case, yes. I really don't think this could even be considered a crime. That's one of the reasons I didn't bother reporting it to the police.
And the other reasons?
Who reported
I
it then?
think I've already made those quite clear, Detective.
You mentioned your assistant has the other shop key. What can you tell me about him?
His name is Trevor Hastings, and he has been working for me for the past 10 years.
Do you trust him?
Implicitly. I've known him for ages, and he has been my full-time assistant since shortly after my husband died. You're not suggesting he had anything to do with this, are you?
No signs of a break-in.
I would like to speak with him, though. Where might I find him?
It's Friday, so he should be on his way back from the docks right now. He'll be bringing my flower order within the hour.
Good. We'll meet him here, then. If that's all right with you.
I suppose I don't really have much of a choice, do I?
Have you been in business long?
Yes, I opened this shop 30 years ago, along with my late husband, David. But the past 10 years, I've been running things on my own.
Don't you feel unsafe being here by yourself so late into the night?
Detective, when you've lived in this part of town as long as I have, it takes quite a lot to scare you.
A booga
I
booga.
think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
It's very anti-cop. We'll go upstairs.
Interesting choice of decor in here.
Perhaps it wasn't always used as a storeroom, although I can understand why it would have been converted.
Yeah, it is rather drafty in here.
Seems to be the broken pot storage area.
Why not just throw them away, I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks in some of the pots downstairs.
That's a kooky device.
I've seen this type of device before. It's a special container for growing plants. Specific temperature and water conditions can be adjusted. Seems to be empty right now, though. And judging by the dust, it hasn't been used in a long time, if ever.
It seems Mrs. Handbrook isn't too fond of steam tech, or just doesn't understand it.
Heater?
I would imagine that keeping a consistent temperature in here is important for the flowers.
When do you suppose this contraption was last serviced?
Hard to say. Definitely not recently, if the dust buildup is any indication.
Joke's on you. Everything in my house has dust on it. And it's used all the time. My house. Fire
This
escape.
provides a means of escape from the top floor.
It is
Or
latched.
access to this window from the ground. The window latch. Securely locked. Interesting. There's a gap between the window and the frame here. No wonder it's so drafty in this room. I wonder.
What are you thinking, Fordham?
That it's time for an experiment. I'm going to need a tool, however. Something long and thin should do the trick.
Shouldn't be too hard to find something like that around here.
Alright. Can we go back out? Crates.
Unmarked. But if the smell is anything to go by, this is where the flowers are stored when delivered.
I'll keep my distance then.
Pastoral landscape. Definitely nowhere near here.
I never much understood art, but it would be nice to see a place like that in person.
Alright, so we're looking for something long.
A young lady. Perhaps a relation of Mrs. Hambrook?
I can see the resemblance.
Maybe it is Mrs. Handbrook.
A young lady.
I can see.
Large window.
I think this window would serve as a viable means of entry.
It's a nice view, though. You can hardly see the vomit and manure piles on the street from up here.
Alright. What are we looking for? What are we looking for?
Bill?
What's going on, Miles?
The gap in the window upstairs is intriguing.
Point of entry?
Indeed. I just need to find something long and thin to confirm my theory.
I think you were born with
Bless
something
you.
like that, Miles.
Bless you.
You're disgusting, Bill.
I know. That's why I always do the dirty work.
You ever miss living out here, Bill?
About as much as you missed stepping in that pile of horseshit last week.
I was distracted by that story you were telling me about your sister. How's she doing out west, anyway?
Well, she's not in the chum, so fantastic. Living here was about as fun as wearing a vest made of meat to a dogfight. I'm glad we both managed to get out. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you didn't do such a great job of cleaning your shoes.
Wow, rude.
That would explain all the funny looks I've been getting.
Alright, burglary.
I've heard of honor among thieves. Have you ever known a thief to pay for stolen goods?
Perhaps conducting normal businesses.
I can't tell if
just
these are
boring for him.
allergies.
Think he might be doing it
Or if I'm dying. But my nose, it hurts.
The best way to find out is to catch the culprit and ask him ourselves. What's your impression?
Tough as nails, chumly woman. Reminds me of my mother.
Your mother was never quite so stubborn. Why do you suppose she's so reluctant to accept our help?
It's a chum thing, Miles. You wouldn't understand.
Alright, well,
Let's
I
get
don't
back to it.
really want to talk to him. I want something long and thin. I guess we'll go back out. Hotspot icons will change when new interactions are
They
available.
seem to be part of the watering system for the flowers.
I haven't seen old piping like this in a while. Seems like someone's reluctant to upgrade.
So did something change?
Aha! This hook is exactly what I need. Mrs. Hanbrook, may I borrow this hook for a few minutes? It's crucial to our investigation.
Is that so?
Yes, I promise I'll put it back as soon as I'm done.
Please do, Detective.
Alright. Okay. So we'll go back up. Alright. Oh my goodness!
Rather dark out here.
Watch your step, then. This experiment of yours isn't worth a broken neck.
I'll be fine. Now then, could you please close and lock the window, Bill?
Simple enough.
Well, I'd say this is fairly incontrovertible proof that the building can easily be broken into without arousing suspicion.
Where'd you learn how to do that, anyway?
You taught me, remember?
No. Are you sure it was me?
Positive. We were a few pints in at the Angel about 5 years ago, and you decided I should learn how to pick locks.
That's not picking a
I
lock.
taught you how to do while drunk.
That would be telling.
Alright. Well, we know. I need to go put that hook back because I have a feeling that she'll be a bitch about it if I don't.
Ah, Trevor.
Evening, Cecilia. I've got the order ready to bring in.
Trevor, these are Detectives Fordham and Leger. They say there's
Leger.
been a report about the burglaries, and they're here investigating.
I only did it because I think it's been going on too long. As much as you want to, we
Okay,
can't
so the
handle this
assistant.
ourselves.
We can discuss the matter later. In the meantime, the detective would like a word with you.
The
I'll be
assistant
needing
called
to
us.
bring in the flowers first, if that's all right. Otherwise, some hooligan's likely to run off with them.
My partner will keep an eye on your flowers. Bill, would you mind?
Ah, the glamour of police work.
The glamour
Now,
of
Mr.
police
Hastings,
work.
If I could ask you a few questions?
Go on, then.
Alright, burglaries.
What can you tell me about the recent burglaries?
Oh, my
I
nose.
wish Cecilia had contacted you a lot sooner. She's a damn fine woman. But sometimes I think she'd rather jump in a rose bush than ask for help. Had to take matters into my own hands. This needs taken care of, and we can't do it on our own, as much as Cecilia would like to. Anyhow, alls I know is someone's been making off with some flowers and leaving money behind. No idea who it could be, how they're getting in, or why they even bother paying. In my day, if you robbed a place, you did it the right way. It's a sad state of affairs when even burglars don't do their jobs correctly.
Do you have much experience with burglary, Mr. Hastings?
Now, I never said that, Detective.
Have you noticed anyone or anything suspicious?
Nothing but the usual, like I said.
Could you walk me through the process of your deliveries?
Of course, there's no great science to it. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons, Cecilia gives me her list of flowers to pick up from the wholesalers. I head over to Gascon around sunset when they get their shipment, and I give them her order. They load up the crate, I pay for it, and then I lug it back here.
How long does that take?
Between moving the crate and getting it across the river on the ferry, a couple of hours. Usually the store's closed by then, so I use my key to get in and leave the crate inside for Cecilia to open in the morning. That's all there is to it. Told you it wasn't very complicated.
Alright.
Do you ever leave the crate unattended during that time?
No, sir. Never more than a minute. I may be old, but I got good eyes. I'd see if there were anything amiss. Besides that, I check to make sure the crate is still sealed when I drop it off. I'm not about to let Cecilia down by being careless.
How long have you been working for Mrs. Hanbrook?
Been about 10 years now, I reckon. I used to help with deliveries now and then when it was her and David, her husband. But after he passed, she offered to make me her assistant. Unfortunate way to get it, but I needed the work. Used to be I had a job at one of the airship yards, but they let me go after I was injured by one of those newfangled steam machines.
Steam
So the
machines.
offer came at a good time. Besides that, Cecilia needed looking after, even though she'd never admit it. If I'm being honest, we're both getting a bit long in the tooth. Not sure how much longer we'll be keeping this up, but as long as I'm upright and breathing, I'll be bringing these crates along, even if it is murder on my back.
I admire your work ethic.
I've got a job to do. Not enough people these days seem to respect that.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Hastings. I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it, Detective. If you don't mind, Detective, I still need to check the crate before I bring it in.
Of course. Thank you again for your help.
Bless you. Bless you.
Learn anything?
Possibly. I may have an idea.
Ah, you're being cryptic. That's always a good sign. But if you've got a plan, let's talk about it.
Alright. Talk to Bill Leger.
Got a minute, Bill?
For you, Miles, I've got 5.
Ooh, 5 whole minutes. Alright, himself.
Still feeling rough, Bill?
Yes, but I'll feel better once his case is finished and we can go down to the Angel for a pint or 4.
Hair of the dog?
No better medicine.
When's the last time you took any time off?
That's a good question. What year is this again?
I think we've both been working a bit too much lately. Addie's been wanting to go visit her mother in Dixie. Maybe we can all go.
That sounds nice, but I wouldn't want to be a third wheel on a visit to your in-laws. Unless... Would Adelaide's brother be there by any chance?
You're incorrigible, Bill.
It's one of my finer qualities.
Is Bill gay? Alright.
Any thoughts on Mrs.
I want to talk
Handbook's
about you,
assistant,
Bill.
Trevor?
Yes, I feel sorry for him.
Why? He seems to enjoy his work.
Nah, it's not that. He's obviously smitten with Mrs. Handbrook, but she will...
What? You only saw him for a few moments.
The way he looked at her, the way he spoke when he confessed to contacting the police. Shall I go on?
No, that's fine. I see what you mean.
Really, Miles? You'd be surprised what you can learn from people if you just look at them.
Why bother doing that when I've got you to do it for me? Right. Based on what we've been told in our experiment, I can only conclude that our burglar is using the upstairs window to get into the shop.
So, what do you propose we do about it?
It's happened repeatedly over the past 3 weeks, on one of the delivery nights.
Ooh.
Since it has yet to occur this week, and today is Friday.
Liar
it
trap.
should be tonight.
Layer trap?
So we settle in and wait to see if the burglar returns?
I forgot how to
Catch him in
English.
the act?
Exactly. It's our best chance of solving this before the trail goes cold.
I was really looking forward to getting that drink at the Angel tonight, too.
I know, but it's as you said yourself. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Besides, forbearance is good for the soul.
Spoken like someone who truly has no idea how to have any fun.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it one of these days, especially with your expert tutelage.
Okay, let's go have a chat with Mrs. Hambrook. I'm sure she'll be delighted to know we're spending the night. Damn.
Oh, good. I don't have to
Forgot to
text.
bring my deck of cards.
I don't have to actually chat with
At
her.
least it's quiet up here. I'm surprised we didn't go deaf after the last time we did this.
What?
I said, oh, right. Your sense of humor remains on point.
Miles, have you ever considered leaving all this behind?
What, you mean quitting the force?
The force, the city, going off and seeing what else is out there, you know?
Every
I miss
day.
it too much. Wouldn't you?
I was thinking I might visit Harley out west. She makes it sound like a dream in her letters. Wide open spaces, fresh air. I know I'm a city boy and would probably miss New Bretagne's filth and squalor after a week.
New Britannia and Chumley.
You should do it.
I'm getting
Change
real
of scenery
tired of
never
these
hurt
silent
anyone. Plus,
consonants.
it's much easier for you than it is for me. I've got a family to consider after all.
Ah, right.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that, Bill. It's just... Shh.
I think I heard something.
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh, no.
Bill?
Way to go,
Stop!
Bill.
Police!
Damn it. He's got up the fire escape. We can corner him on the roof. Stay close and keep me covered.
You're not gonna grab his hat?
Bill!
Stay back, officer. Got a knife. Ready your pistol, Fordham.
But you're too close!
I trust you, Miles. Your pistol, now!
Oh, good.
There's really no need for this, officer. I respect your desire to uphold justice. Mine is more important. If you let me go, I won't come back. And we can all forget this ever happened. Don't listen to this lunatic, Miles. Take your shot before things get worse.
I don't think I want to take the shot. Fuck it.
No!
Oh, fuck, I just shot my partner. I'm a terrible person.
Oh, God. I am so sorry, my friend. I am so sorry.
I have a feeling that he would have died anyways. I feel like he would have died anyways. Yeah, we're gonna go with that, so I don't feel like a terrible person. Thank you. Thank you. He definitely would have died anyways.
Rough night?
Overdid it on the soporific. Why do I feel like I've had this conversation before?
I'm just glad you're in the mood to converse again. Seriously, you took so much of that snake oil last night, I was starting to think you wanted me quiet for good.
Oh, and I'm being haunted by my friend. Okay, so I'm gonna call it there for this video. Definitely a game to continue. I will probably make a series out of this because there seems to be quite a bit to the game. I really like the point and click styles and the storytelling of the game. So it's definitely a recommend from me, especially if this is your style of gaming. But that's it for this video. If you did like it, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications for when I post more content. You can also follow me on Twitter at Shadowcast Gaming. I post updates for when content goes live, when streams start on Mixer and Twitch, and you know, the occasional selfie and cat picture because I am a millennial and that's all I have. But yeah, so thanks again, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.